Alright guys, this is your last DIY video, number 3 for standard 8.8a. So you should have 8.8a number 3 note sheet in front of you. If you're watching this video, it looks like this. And we're talking about converting word statements to inequalities. So the first thing that we need to talk about is, what is an inequality? So we're talking about inequalities, and it is a mathematical sentence that contains less than, greater than, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to symbols. So basically it is an equation that does not have an equal sign. It has an inequality symbol. So we can write inequalities with variables on each side of the inequality symbol to represent a real-world problem. And remember that variables are your unknown. That's represented by a letter, X, M, Y, any letter that you choose. So your first example problem is this. Charter a bus charges $50 plus 40 cents a mile for renting a charter bus. Buses for You charges $35 plus 55 cents a mile. For what number of miles is Buses for You the less expensive company for renting a charter bus? Write an inequality that represents this problem. So we can break this down and think about some things and make it a little bit easier to write the inequality. First of all, you need to decide what your variable is. So it is asking us for the number of miles. So the number of miles is the unknown here. And we can say that that is going to be our variable. So the number of miles. And I'm going to use the variable m to represent miles. Our words that we can look at are what numbers are we trying to translate into the inequality. So we have here a fee, $50 plus 40 cents a mile. So I'm going to say fee of $50 plus 40 cents a mile. And it tells us in the problem that that is greater than the other place, Buses for You. It charges $35 plus 55 cents a mile. So I can say that it is greater than the fee of $35 plus 55 cents a mile. So writing that in an inequality would look something like this. I could say the inequality was $50 plus 40 cents a mile. I'm going to say 0.4 m is greater than $35 plus 0.55 cents a mile. And you see here I just dropped the 0 to have a little bit less. So that is the inequality that represents this real world situation. We're looking at deciding what your two expressions are and using an inequality symbol to match up the situation. So let's look at another example. The Border Mobile Cell Phone Company charges $50 per month plus 15 cents per minute, while the Central Cell Phone Company charges no monthly fee but 25 cents per minute. Write an inequality you could use to determine the number of minutes for which the Border Mobile Cell Phone would be less expensive than Central Cell Phone. So once again, we are looking at our variable, and I'm going to use m for minutes. And my words I'm going to highlight because I am a little too lazy to write it out. So I've got $50 per month plus 15 cents per minute, and then I've got nothing for a monthly fee and 25 cents per minute. So those are my words that I have highlighted. So now I'm going to write my inequality, and I can use two expressions. My first expression, I'm going to do the $50 per month plus 15 cents a minute. And we know that that is less expensive than 25 cents per minute. So that would represent this word problem. Okay? It's one of those where you just need to practice it and understand what the different symbols mean. And so we have a problem for you to try out to see if you think you got it. So pause the video and do this problem and find out. Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully you have an answer in front of you. This is supposed to be 40, by the way, so if you put 4, change it to 40 because I had a typo. It's fixed, of course, on your DIY already. So, what is my variable? That's the first question that I need to ask myself, and we're looking at the cost of renting a sailboat versus a wetsuit and hours to rent it. That's one part. Here's the other part. And we're looking to represent the cost of renting a sailboat and wetsuit less at Ocean Adventures. So first of all, I've got $35 an hour, and I don't know how many hours I'm renting, so I'm using X for hour, plus 14 for the wetsuit. And then the other place, Water Fund, charges 22, and I'm trying to see when it's less than, so I've got $22 an hour plus 40 for a wetsuit. So here is your inequality, and here pretty soon we're going to talk about how to solve these. So if you've got this inequality down, you're doing a great job. Alright, so if you need any help, ask for a workshop. This video for 8.8a, number 3, is over.